What do you know about artificial intelligence? Is the idea of a machine as smart or smarter than a human being something that interests you? Or perhaps it's something that scares you? AI in media has been depicted as something evil or nefarious for years. Case in point, the Terminator here. A killer cyborg bent on the destruction of humankind. But the truth is, artificial already exists, and we use it more than you might think in our daily lives. From cell phones to Google searches, Alexas, AI is present in almost all of our modern digital electronics. In Hanlon and Kaplan's article, A Brief History of Artificial Intelligence, they state that AI was established as an academic discipline as far back as the 1950s. My interest in computer and robotic technology led me to a career in the field of automation technology. It also led me to pursue my bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. I hope to give you a clearer understanding of what AI is through a brief look at its history, define the two main types of AI, and give a brief overview of some examples where you encounter it in your everyday life. What is AI? Well, it can be traced, as I said before, back to the 1950s when Alan Turing created the bomb, which was a code-breaking machine used to try to crack the German Enigma code at the time. Turing's work in this field got him thinking about the definition of intelligence and how he could identify intelligence in a machine. He wrote a book, Computing Machinery and Intelligence, and it led him to create the Turing test, which is still a benchmark used today of how we judge intelligence in machinery. In a nutshell, it says that if a person interacts with a human being and a machine and can't determine which one is the machine, then the machine is said to be intelligent. Through this work, there was a renaissance in AI which culminated in the 1997 creation of Deep Blue, which was a chess-playing AI which beat the then world champion. But the problem with this type of artificial intelligence is that it's a narrow artificial intelligence, meaning it's only good at one task. Hanlon and Kaplan in their article said that this type of artificial intelligence would have a hard time telling the difference between a muffin and a chihuahua if presented pictures of both of those side by side. So, with that, let's define the two types of artificial intelligence. As I said, narrow artificial intelligence is the type that we've all encountered before. If you've ever sent a Facebook message and started seeing predictive text on what you were going to write next, then you've dealt with an AI. In his article, The Quest for Human-Level AI, Jeremy Kahn compares narrow AI to an idiot savant. As I said, it might be great at one task, but only that specific task. And it may need millions of examples to learn that skill well, whether it be recognizing faces or speech patterns. The holy grail of artificial intelligence is general artificial intelligence. According to Kahn, this would be a piece of software which is capable of learning any task as well or better than a human, can master those skills very quickly just by reading with no training required. It may even get to a point where it learns these skills and tasks by its own initiative. This is the stuff of science fiction. We're not there yet. Although tech giants are pouring millions and millions of dollars into researching this type of technology. This is also the type of technology that Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking have been issuing warnings about, saying that if we come up with this type of technology, we need to have safeguards in place. So what type of AI applications are already in use? Well, the simple answer to that as far as who has encountered an AI, is just about everybody. In Sahota and Ashley's article, How AI Will Change Our Lives, they detail areas where AI is already in use. Some of these areas include the medical field, legal services, and digital personal assistants people carry in their pockets. A good example of AI in the medical field would be AI acting as eyes for the visually impaired. They're even talking about creating glasses which incorporate AI, which would adjust the lenses as a person's vision further degenerates. Programs are already in use which scan medical tests to instantly come up with an accurate diagnosis, many times more accurately than doctors. Digital personal assistants can already book us movie tickets, airline tickets, or even cook us meals simply by voice command alone. AI is present in almost all of our digital technology today. Again, if you've ever done a Google search, had Amazon give you suggestions on products that you might like based on your buying habits, then you're dealing with an AI. One of the most prevalent places that you see AI used is in social networking. Again, if you've ever been on Facebook and posted a picture and had it give you suggestions for tags for your friends, you're dealing with AI. I hope you have a better understanding of what AI is now and how it benefits us. And at the very least, maybe I've alleviated some of your fears. AI is not a new idea. It's been around as an area of study for over half a century. The two main types are narrow and general, narrow being the type that we've all dealt with on a daily basis in our own lives, and general being the AI stuff of science fiction like cyborgs and things of that nature. Hopefully this better understanding has sparked an interest in you, or again alleviated some of your fears. There won't be a spooky cyborg with a howl voice coming to overthrow the world anytime soon. Thank you.